Hi, Patricia Panossi here with your Lunar Magic forecast of March. March is a month where we are slowly gaining more traction, getting more daylight. It's really about fresh starts, new beginnings, planting new seeds. Springtime is a beautiful time to really focus and refocus on what you've been doing. We have lots of Aries energy coming up, but not before we wrap up the Pisces season first. So we start with on March 8th in the US, daylight saving time. So we move the clock forward. And the next day on March the 9th, we have a full moon in Virgo. And this is really beautiful time to think about because we will have a new moon in Aries, which is a lot about a fresh start. But before we can make that fresh start, before we can enter this new cycle again, we need to make sure that we release everything that doesn't serve us. Now, Virgo is a sign that likes details. It likes to get into the nitty-gritty, which is awesome, but it can also block you. So during this full moon, it's really important for you to think about where is perfection actually blocking you. Where are you stopping yourself from taking the next steps or finishing a project simply because you want to put the finishing touches on it, but it lasts you way too long? So think about that. Think about where you are holding yourself back. Maybe it's fear of the next step. Maybe it's the fear of new beginnings, but make sure that you connect to that and resolve that, so that when the new moon in Aries rolls around, you have the ability to start with a clean slate. Of course, we never have a completely clean slate, but what we can do and what I invite you to do during this full moon in Virgo is to release that prison that you're in, that you're holding yourself down and small because of this tendency to do everything till the last detail. Because honestly, most of the times, those last finishing touches are not going to make the biggest difference. So make sure that you keep moving forward. Release all of that, let it go, so you can start with a clean slate. On that same day, Mercury goes direct in Aquarius. So we will start to feel the pull moving forward. And again, like I mentioned, this is the month of fresh start. So if you can move towards that, if you can really allow yourself to stay in that focus and really keep moving forward. Also, to apply the lessons that you have learned during Mercury retrograde, the lessons that you have seen because you reviewed, you reevaluated, you really looked at everything. Maybe you rearranged some things, whether it is physical or in a mental space. It's really good to use these lessons and then start gaining momentum again and keep moving forward. On March 19, the sun enters Aries. Officially springtime, spring equinox is when the day and the night are equal. So we have as much light as we have darkness. And this is a good time to really look at yourself and recommit to the things, because we have been in the darker side of it and we need both. So I'm not saying like we're moving into the better part of the year, absolutely not. We are simply moving from the darkness to the light. So invite that light within your body as well. Invite the light into your head, into your mental space, in your emotional space. Really let the white light wash over you. And also examine, this is always a good point within the year, we have the fall equinox as well, to see where you are out of balance. Where do you have too much light and where do you have too much darkness? And how can you bring those two at a little bit more balance? Now, we're not looking at 50-50 equal, but we're looking at a healthy balance where you feel like the darkness is not taking over, but also the light is not ignoring the darkness, which is very important. Now on March 21st, we have Saturn entering Aquarius. Now it only stays there for about 4 months because it goes into retrograde. It goes back into Capricorn. And in December this year, that's when Saturn will stay stationed within Aquarius. That's very interesting because Saturn is our taskmaster. It's really disciplined. And when it moves into the sign of revolution, of forward thinking, you can expect some really big shifts happening. We've already seen the things that happened in the first part of the year, so I can only wait to see what this year is going to unfold into, and I'm pretty sure that radical changes and shifts are going to continue to happen. Now, some of them might not look as if they are getting us to a better place, but trust the process. This is all part of it. It first needs to stir things up before it can start to settle down. And we kind of have a build-up of this happening in throughout the year. So this is one of them. This is one of those signals where we know change is happening. On March 24th, we have the new moon at 4 degrees Aries. Like I said, the full moon in Virgo is a really good time to release patterns, to release your perfectionistic tendencies. The new moon in Aries is such a good time for a fresh start, planting new seeds, nurturing them, and actually taking action, because Aries is a sign of action, of going forward, having the courage, having the confidence. So when you set your intentions, align it with the action. Make sure you follow through. Aries will assist you in this. So don't be shy, don't be afraid. Know that Aries has your back. And you can start moving things in the direction of that you desired. So in February, we had the Pisces new moon, which was all about the fairy dust and the magic. Now it's time to take action on that. Now it's time to reinforce your intentions and actually start doing things. It doesn't mean that for the previous month it's okay to not do anything, but this is really, you get this push from the universe. You're guided by the universe and helped to even achieve more because of this confidence that you have, this courage, and you'll be able to go into roads that you maybe haven't even dared to go into. On March 27, we have Venus and Jupiter coming together in a perfect trine, making that a beautiful day for love and expansion and for good luck. So keep your eye on that date. And on March 29 in Europe, they will go to daylight saving time. And that wraps up this month. If you want to have all of these dates and even more details on a PDF file, you can go to patriciapanassi.com/magic and download the PDF and get these PDFs into your inbox every single month so you can plan your month ahead. No more guessing, no more wondering, when is that new moon happening? What does this full moon mean? When is Mercury going into retrograde? Know that you can use this to plan your month ahead, stay with your own energy, and get so much more productive.